play. Don't have proof of facts in any way. I claim the moon's made of plasma, a place no one can go. The Apollo program's a scam, I can't back it up though. They talk about the ISS is floating in space. You ask me in a pool, I'd say it's the case. Satelloons in the sky held up by helium balloons. But bro, that's just a lie, cause that's what all bitches do. NASA lies is something I'll never prove. No facts, no evidence, debates I will lose. They say they've been to the moon, I say it's not the truth. I see truth in no way, I hate MC2 when he shows me proof. The firmament is real, a dome up above, but I'll never prove it, so lost that I'm dumb. I know the world is flat, trust your sense of sight. Saying gravity's just a theory is why I'm up at night. NASA is phony like a show or movie, fake like so stage. Truman show child's play, it's just a suck at this game. Because I'm just a dick with only my stupid self to blame. But I'm so fucking sure that the earth is flat, based on how I feel.
Hey folks, how's it going? All right, just doing a quick one here. Just something that's come up here. Yesterday or the day before, yesterday, sorry, I had done the flat Earth. I was doing my live, and I had done a review on Steve, the flat earther, who did the 1,000-pound challenge. He has come out with a new video just today, and he's kind of decided to be a deceitful piece of shit and renege on it. And what he's trying to do is try to say that he didn't say 1,000 pounds, but 1,000 peanuts. So let's check out his video here, and we're going to here. Let's go here. Yep. So we're gonna check out the video here that he's just put out, and then we're gonna starting to have a chesting here. Sorry, still trying to get over that, but yeah, we're gonna check out his video here, and I'm gonna kind of compare, because he's trying to claim that the video that I just put out, and you can actually check on it. He's saying that was he didn't say 1,000 pounds, he said 1,000 peanuts. So he's refusing to pay Craig from FTFE, because Craig's the first one to come out with the video. And also you have DP Debunks. I noticed that he came out and he did a really good analysis on the Jaren video and proved that it was he said since and not sets. Even break down even the waveforms and everything beyond a shadow of a freaking doubt. But Steve's just gonna ignore that because he's a lying freaking piece of shit that has no honor. And I knew he never paid, because he's just a freaking lying freaking flurf. And well, he did pay that 500 pounds, the one to Critical Think. I knew after that, paying $500 sorry, not even 500 pounds, so like what, 300 pounds, he was never gonna pay again. That was quite off, especially being Craig. That's the first one to come out. He was going to pay Craig because he hates Craig, because Craig completely embarrassed him on Craig's live. So let's switch over here, and we'll get into the video here. I'm gonna try to make this a quick one because this is my normal day.
And I kid you not, guys, since this morning I've probably had 6 or 7 emails from Craig angrily demanding that I pay him £1,000. Well, I'm not sure whether I should hand over £1,000. I'll happily hand over 1,000 peanuts, because that's what I said.
No, he fucking didn't. He's a lying freaking piece of shit, and he knows it.
Play it back, Craig. Play it back.
I think that Steve knew that Jaren didn't say sets. He knew he said since. It was very clear he said that. And he's just making all this shit up because he's trying to be a deceitful piece of crap. Steven calling you out, you freaking old freaking piece of crap.
I've destroyed you. I didn't just play my card. I have. I've destroyed you. I've played my card. I've set my card on fire, and then I've blown up the table with C4.
Yeah, see, that's why Steve's not going to pay him, because he got absolutely freaking raked to the coals and got destroyed.
There we are. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
What a horrible, dishonest man.
Yes, he is. And Steve, you're proving it. You're proving Craig right.
But you know, I'm very
I'm going to be tagging him into this video.
upset by this.
I'm so upset.
This is all so upsetting.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed that.
He's so upset.
I'm so upset.
So upset.
His complete shift from how he was beforehand, and just very sort of the first stream with Will, he was very mild mannered. He was very yeah, that's fine, you know, whenever, it's not a problem, it doesn't matter, I'll take your word for it, and then just complete fucking flip.
Yeah, I had fun with that.
This is bullying, you know.
I'm so upset.
I walked him into the trap. That video.
I think he
from,
fucking walked himself into it. To be fair, mate.
to be fair.
Well, guys, that didn't take long. I put out a challenge on YouTube last night for people to prove that Jaren said since and not sets. And I've had a response already from Craig from Fight the Flat Earth, and it's looking like I'm in trouble, guys. So might need the help of the Flat Earth community here. So what I'll do is I'll play Craig's claim and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
Hey, Steve, this is my official claim for your £1,000. So thanks very much for that.
And why Craig is should be getting it and not DP debunks is because Craig just simply got it in first. As Steve said, the first person to get it in. Now I think DP debunks probably did a much thorough and better job, but Craig got it in first, and he still proved it was still the fact that he used the software. He slowed it down like was stipulated in Steve's video, and he proved that he said since and not sets.
The software that I am going to use is owned by Google. It is YouTube's closed caption software. What I'm going to do here, Steve, is play your video that you have just posted. So here is my phone, and we're playing here. This is at normal speed, so currently we're at playback speed 1, right? I want you to watch the closed captions.
The last 24. So, yep. The sun will dip down right here. It doesn't go behind that mountain. Goes right above it. Comes over here. Gets back up high in the north. And then, so a lot of people were saying something about this isn't near.
Right, so it says since when it's playing at 1 time speed. So what we're going to do now, Steve, is...
This is obviously the same kind of method I did, as well as I did slow it down with using my software that I have used for doing editing, which is called KindMaster, and I slowed it down in that. But I didn't show captions, but you can clearly hear Jaren say that since, not sets.
Is we're going to adjust the speed down to 0.5. Let me just turn that down. Right, we're at 0.5 speed, and we're just going to play that again.
It doesn't go behind that mountain. Goes right above it. Comes over here. Gets back up high in the north. And then, so a lot of people were saying something.
Go, Steve. Both at normal speed and at half speed, the software slowed down, shows Jaren saying since. Thanks for the £1,000. I appreciate it. Cheers.
Well, Craig, thanks for the...
Now, also, Craig did this live, and he did it like on his computer and showed the exact same thing.
the effort you put in, buddy. Appreciate the time. If you play back the video at normal speed, you'll hear that I said £1,000. Now's your opportunity. Earn £1,000 dead easy. But let's run what I said through my software, and Craig, it gives a very different result.
So now this is Steve being a deceitful piece of shit and moving the goalpost and being a funny bugger, because he was never intended to pay this out. This is all just a deceitful thing. Guess what, Steve? You see a God-fearing man. Guess what? God doesn't like liars. God hates deceitful people. And you are a lying, deceitful piece of shit.
So, now's your opportunity. Earn 1,000 peanuts. Dead easy. Very...
Right. Okay. I'll continue on here. I'm going to show you what he said again, because he's bullshitting.
Clearly say that I said peanuts, that I pay out 1,000 peanuts, not £1,000, Craig.
Right, so quickly here. What did he actually say? This is from the video that I took of his last night. And what does he say? See if we can get to this. All right.
Grabs for the first person who can run Jaren's little piece through any software, slow it down, and can prove.
All right, let's go back a little bit here.
Sure, he said since, not sets.
And I'm a man of my word. There's £1,000 up for grabs for the first.
What did you say? Was it man of my word? There's £1,000. Hold on here. Let's do it again.
Not sets.
And I'm a man of my word. There's £1,000 up for grabs for the first person who can run Jaren's little piece through any software.
Once again. Man of my word, he says.
He said since, not sets.
And I'm a man of my word. There's £1,000 up for grabs for the first person who can run Jaren's little piece.
One more time here. Let's slow it down just a little bit. Since Steve thinks he's being funny buggers here. Right? So half speed.
Not sets.
And I'm a man of my word. There's £1,000 up for grabs for the first person who can run Jaren's little piece.
Oh, well, look at that, hey? £1,000. Clear as day, Steve. Clear as day. From your own video. Let's just go. What? Oh, what is this little thumbnail show? The £1,000 challenge. That's British pounds, my friend. British fucking pounds. That's pound symbol with a 1 with a comma and 3 zeros. That's 1,000 British pounds sterling. Oh, wow. Look, you even did it in writing, you absolute bell end. Oh, hold on. Let's check again.
It's just on the other side of that hill there.
And now let's listen to it. Slow down to about 70.
Oh, this is where he deceitfully does it different. So let's just go here again. Find where he showed that clip of him walking along. I don't know if I actually have. I don't have on that one there, so history. I'm gonna bring up his original one. Just give me 2 seconds here. I wonder if he's gone and changed the original video. Wouldn't that just be sly, wouldn't it? Okay, I have the original one on my phone.
You're saying something about this isn't near.
Where is he? I want to find that same clip that he did.
All you're interested in is protecting the ball earth paradigm. And it shows the sort of power that Will Duffy wields, doesn't it? You know, Jaren said the sun sets. Leave me hanging, disappears for 10 minutes, makes some phone calls. Next thing you know, all the little foot soldiers are in the...
Here it is, I think.
Then I'll pay out the £1,000.
Hold on.
And I reckon
Still waiting. Still waiting.
Still waiting.
Still waiting.
I'm still waiting.
so, guys, that's the offer. Take Jaren's footage, run it through whatever software you want, slow it down.
Whatever software you want, and slow it down. That's his stipulations.
See if you can isolate Jaren saying since and not sets, and if
which Craig did, and so did DB Debunks, and so did I, so did Drunk Debunk Show, so did many others.
If you can do that successfully, if he says since, then I'll pay out the £1,000.
Oh, look at that, yeah. Let's just go back. Let's slow it down one more time here.
Since and not set, and if you can do that successfully, if he says since, then I'll pay out the £1,000.
Oh wow, look at that. Hold on. Let's just clarify this a little bit more, huh? A little bit more? A little bit more. Right. English. Auto.
Since and not set, and if you can do that successfully, if he says since, then I'll pay out the £1,000.
I'll pay out £1,000. £1,000. Hold on.
And I reckon a fair time would be a week, 2 weeks.
Took hours.
Call it 2 weeks. If in 2 weeks' time I've not heard anything, I think it's safe to say that the ball earthers can no longer claim that Jaren said since. It makes no sense at all when you listen.
It does, actually. It makes 100% sense.
Sentences that he comes out with. Since doesn't fit into it anywhere.
The sun will dip down right here. It doesn't go behind that mountain. Goes right above it. Comes over here. Gets back up high in the north. And then sets. A lot of people were saying something about this isn't near.
See, so even then in context, Jaren said goes high up and then since. How would it be go high up and then set? Doesn't fucking happen. That's, you want to see context. Doesn't make sense to say something goes high up and then what set. So he's trying to say that Steve's trying to say that the sun goes up and then fucking does that. Nope, doesn't happen. Sorry. Maybe you're Delulu land. Maybe you're like fantasy freaking flat earth, like, you know, in your little indoctrinated fantasy land where anything's possible with a little bit of magic from Magic Sky Daddy. But in reality, where the rest of us live, that's not how it works.
Hill there.
But, you know, you're claiming ball earthers that he says since. So now's your opportunity. Earn £1,000 dead easy.
Well, earn £1,000 dead easy. Hold on. Should we just go back again a little bit? If we prove what?
Now's your opportunity. Earn £1,000 dead easy.
Oh, hold on. One more time, Steve.
That he says since. So now's your opportunity. Earn £1,000 dead easy.
Wow, earn £1,000 dead easy. £1,000 dead easy. Wow, look at that. £1,000. You listen to it again?
You're claiming ball earthers that he says since. So now's your opportunity. Earn £1,000 dead easy.
Right.
My fellow flat earthers, never before has there been a time when we should be coming together on this. Can we just get a bit of feedback? Did I say pounds or did I say peanut?
You very, very clearly said pounds. Not only did I slow it down and show from your own video that you said pounds, but I also showed it in the fucking subtitles too.
So Craigie, I'm not saying you fell into my trap, far from it, but if you send me your postal address and your postcode, I'll happily post you 1,000 peanuts, buddy, because that's...
He's just being a deceitful freaking lying piece of shit, like most flat earthers.
Very clearly what I said. I don't know where you got pounds from.
I walked him into the trap. That video.
I think he fucking walked himself into it. To be fair, mate.
To be fair.
Hey guys, really, you know, that was a bit of fun. And people could say, well, that's been deceitful of me, and so I was never going to pay out. Well,
yes, that's exactly it. You were being deceitful, and you were never going to pay out, and you knew you were never going to pay out. Guess what? God hates a liar.
First of all, anybody who's in the community will know that I did pay out. I paid out to Critical Think $500 because I said to him...
Yes, you paid Critical Think, and one thing, because it's Craig from FTFE, and you don't like him, and you let your little personal fees get in the way, you decided that, no, I'm not going to pay him out. Well then, okay, then pay out freaking DB Debunks, and then tell Craig that DB Debunks just did it better, and he broke it down and used his own software. Maybe Craig could probably be all right with that. At least just freaking pay out and be a freaking man of honor. I know you're fucking not.
You can't do that flight from Santiago to Sydney in one flight, non-stop, 14 hours. And so, yeah, it's right that you investigate it. So when I saw Critical Think wandering around Punta Arenas, my critical thinking went straight into critical mode. And I thought, well, what better way to find out what's going on with the flight paths than to ask Critical Think to log it for me. So I sent him my detailed requests.
Yes, because Steve claimed that it was impossible to do it on the flight or do it in the time, and then Critical Think completely destroyed him and debunked everything he said. As most of us people that live in reality know how long that flight time is, because, well, it's pretty easy to look up. And it doesn't work on flat Earth, because you would look at different distances, that the same amount of distance in the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere, same times of the flights, except for on the Glaciers map, it doesn't work. Because the bottom part is like massive amount, and you got the top part is like that much, but yet somehow it's the same distance. So is the southern hemisphere just some like, I don't know, a time warp and everything goes like 3 times faster? No, that's not how it works.
So I said I'll pay you $500 if you can do that. So Critical live stream from Santiago Airport. And 14 hours later, he live streamed from Sydney Airport. So
I got to go find the transfer desk. Ooh. Oh, that was a bit of stress getting out of the plane. I had a bunch of interesting little things that
I paid him $500, and there were loads of ball earthers who were saying he's never going to pay, he's not going to pay, he just put all the other flirters, he won't keep his word. So I did, and you know what? One of the most golden moments from that, for me, was a ball earther who said, well done, Steve, I didn't think you'd pay out, and as a result of that, I've subbed to your channel. Fantastic.
But guess what, Steve? You've lost that sub, haven't you? And probably several others with this deceitful action you're now pulling now.
Fantastic. And
showing you true colors, you little freaking wrinkled old man. And you think walking 5 miles is nothing? I do that for fucking fun. I do that with my freaking husky, who's freaking, I got dragged most of the way and get freaking pulled every other way. Try doing that. You think walking 5 miles is nothing? That's a freaking warm up for me. Shit. And Craig, if you didn't have a fucking bum leg. How about this, Steve? Get on the push-ups and do on the ground. Do some push-ups. Let's see how good a shape you really are in.
And also, what that payout to Critical did was it made me study the Gleason's map in more detail, and I realised that I'd been making my calculations wrong. And that's all thanks to Flat Earth Banjo. Banjo, you host a great video on your site by a lad called Poiter, and where he explains how the Gleason's map works and how you do the measurements and the calculations.
No, the Gleason's map completely fails in any southern flight path.
And I have to say, the Gleason's map is scientifically and practically correct.
Yes, for time zones. The Gleason's map is a glorified freaking clock. It's to help teach children about time zones around the earth, because that's all it's good for. Oh, by the way, it's also a projection of the globe. Look into the freaking copyright data, or the stuff, the patent. Look into the patent of that. It says right in there, projection of the globe. The Gleason's map is a projection of the globe. It's a flattened out globe, like your A to Z map or your Mercator projection or anything else that you'd have on the wall. It's a flattened out globe.
In the next video, I'm going to answer the question to measure the distance from Sydney to Santiago de Chile.
Yeah, do that, but make sure to do the flight path properly, where they actually fly very close to Antarctica and then fly up. So they leave Sydney, Australia, fly south, fly along, and then they come up from the southern part and they fly north to enter into Chile.
Thanks for watching.
And it was fantastic because...
And then do the exact same distance and show it in the northern hemisphere. And then look at the lines and tell me which one's longer. And then how can they both be the same length? Guess what? Falsified flat earth. I've done it.
I said, Lord, I'm in a hole here. I need to know how this is working, because this has got me stumped. And in this video...
It doesn't work on the Gleason's map. The Gleason's map is not an accurate representation. And it's when you get to the southern hemisphere, the distortion is vastly exaggerated.
Video that Banjo's posted.
Even look at the size of Australia. The shape is wrong, because Australia north to south, east to west. If you were to fly it, there's about maybe 20-minute difference. So it's about nearly the same. It's only a tiny bit difference. Shorter north to south, east to west. Also, Australia is 500 miles narrower than continental United States. But yet on that map, Australia is a vastly amount bigger. In fact, it's nearly bigger than freaking Russia. Explaining that, how can Australia, which we know is smaller than Russia, but on the Gleason's map, it appears to be about the same size, if not bigger. False. It's wrong. We know the size of these countries. We've measured them. We drive them. We have roads and railways that actually are right down to knowing exactly how far they are, and it falsifies the Gleason's map.
Poiter does a calculation from Perth to Sydney, which is bang on. Then he does a calculation from Santiago to Sydney, and the way he explained it, it's a bit long to explain it now, but it's about how you measure the quadrants and how you calculate the quadrants. And
yeah, using a globe.
Poiter demonstrated that flight could be done, so that was
okay. Yeah, well, you know what? It's bullshit. He's probably said a bunch of freaking derpy stuff, word salad, and then used the globe to explain it. Globe math.
a valuable lesson for me. I paid out $500, but it helped me learn the Gleason's map, and that was such a valuable lesson. But this whole sets or since debacle with Jaren is just ludicrous, because if we study the English, I study the phraseology, and I study the sentencing, Jaren is clearly talking about the travel of the sun. He starts off his conversation saying the sun's here, then it gets to here, then it gets to here, and then it sets. It's a lot of people. You know, he's talking sets. He's not talking about since.
No, he's not.
The sun will dip down right here. It doesn't go behind that mountain. It goes right above
Listen to it very closely. So dip down's right there. It doesn't go behind the mountain.
it. Comes over here, gets back up high in the north.
It goes up high in the north. So now it's rising up higher in the sky.
And then since a lot of people were
talking,
saying something about this isn't near.
See? So it starts, goes lower, not behind the mountain, then rises back up, and then it goes, yeah. So he's talking about the low point, and then it goes up to the north and goes high up in the north, and it goes, since everyone is talking about not being in the Union Glacier. Let's go back a little bit. See the full thing.
Go behind that mountain, goes right above it, comes over here.
Yeah. And then it sets since a lot of people. You know, he's talking sets. He's not talking about sin.
No. See, Steve is too stupid to realize what he's listening to, or he's just freaking delusional. Probably both.
Yep. The sun will dip down right here. It doesn't go behind that mountain. Goes right above it. Comes over here. Gets back up high in the north.
See, now he's done a full 180-degree turn.
And then since a lot of people were saying something about this isn't near.
Jaron does a full 180. He shows the mountain and then turns 180 degrees to show the sun where it goes up to the highest part. He shows the lowest part and the highest part. That's what he's talking about. That's the context. This isn't difficult.
Talking sets. He's not talking about since.
Yep. The sun will dip down right here. It doesn't go behind that mountain. Goes right above it. Comes over here. Gets back up high in the north. And then since a lot of people were saying something about this isn't near Union Glacier. Union Glacier is just on the other side of the...
So it says, goes up high in the north and goes, since people are saying this isn't near Union Glacier, because Union Glacier's over there behind the just over the hill by that mountain. That's the context. He didn't say sets. It goes, the sun dips down there, dips down just above the mountain, doesn't go behind the mountain, then goes over here, goes up in the sky to the north. Just showing from the lowest part, turns 180. Goes up here and goes, since people are saying that we're not near Union Glacier is just over there behind the hill there, just by that mountain.
That hill there. That's the same mountain that we saw yesterday that we were up close to.
What? This is what he says. Exactly. See? Steve's just trying, what he's trying to do is he's trying to stretch and reach for something. And because he can hear something that maybe kind of sort of sounds like it, but really it doesn't, because he's just stupid and I don't think his hearing is very good. Probably needs to go and get his hearing checked. That's exactly what Jaron says. He goes, dips down there, just but not below the mountain, then goes up in the sky to the north, and then the highest part, and then alluding to the fact that it's going to continue going and then down again, just below the mountain, and back up to the north, and then so it goes down, dips down there just above the mountain, not behind the mountain. Then rises up in the air to the north, and it goes, since people are saying that we're not near Union Glacier's over there, just over the hill by that mountain that we were by just the other day. Exactly, it says, since people were saying we are not near Union Glacier is over there over the hill, by that mountain. That's the mountain we were by the other day.
You know, he's talking sets. He's not talking about since.
Yep. The sun will dip down right here. It doesn't go behind that mountain.
Does it go behind the mountain?
Right above it. Comes over here. Gets back up high in the north.
High.
And then since a lot of people were saying something about this isn't near Union Glacier. Union Glacier is just on the other.
So he stopped that thought and he went, since people are saying we're not near Union Glacier's over there.
Other side of that hill there.
Over side of that hill by the mountain that we were by the other day.
That's the same mountain that we saw yesterday that we were up close to.
What does it matter what he said?
Just watch Mike coping live on air.
Anywho, he did.
And Mike is correct on Drunk Debunk, because even if Jaron misspoke, the video footage and all the evidence and all the experiments and all the footage and stuff they have shows that the sun never sets. So despite if somebody misspoke and accidentally said one word, which he didn't, he said since, not sets, to make that 120% clear. But on the off chance, but he didn't, let's just say in an alternate universe that he accidentally said sets instead of since. The video footage proves him wrong. Jaren's already admitted that he can be wrong, and he was wrong about Antarctica. Jaren's admitted to that several times. The point that he has left flat Earth, something he has been in for well over a decade.
Does not say sets.
And Jaren's back at home, so if things were deceptive, he would have come out and gone, hold on guys, you know what? I felt like I had to say something down there because I was under duress. I'm back home, I'm safe, I'm sound. It's all right, it's all fake, blah, 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 blah. He's never said that. In fact, he's double, tripled down. In fact, he's left flat Earth, and he's fully said the Gleason's map does not work. It cannot work with the circling sun. It's falsified it. Just the sun alone falsifies the Gleason's map flat Earth paradigm.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Yes, Steve, what you have said is the most insane, idiotic thing I have ever heard.
Steve wants this to be true so bad.
Yep, Mike is spot on there.
This is how far he's gonna go.
I'm gonna be completely honest.
Why is it that Steve's the only person talking about this? Oh, okay, I stand corrected. Elio is brought it up because Steve's brought it up, and Elio's kind of jumped onto the bandwagon there. But Elio's an idiot as well.
This is copium.
Like, he doubles down, triples down, quadruples down on saying that it sets.
This is severe copium.
Yes, severe flat Earth copium, trying to bring up this whole thing about what Jaren said one word, which has been proven multiple times that he's wrong about.
But it's clearly, if you listen, like he's all about context. If you listen to the context of the next sentence, then you'll clearly tell that he says since.
Yes, and I have proven that several times, over and over, ad nauseum. Sorry.
You are joking, right?
Not £1,000, Craig, 1,000 peanuts, because play back the video.
No, it was £1,000. I've proven it, Steve. You are a liar.
That's what I said. So, now's your opportunity. Earn 1,000 peanuts. Dead easy.
Yeah, nice try. Guess what? Your original video is still up, you absolute muppet.
But what this highlights, this spat between Craig and me, Craig angrily demanding £1,000, is that he's absolutely denying the reality of that conversation that Jaren was having on his camera.
He's not.
As he was panning where they were at uni.
He's spot on to what Jaren said. In fact, Craig spoke to Jaren and asked Jaren, and Jaren has confirmed everything Craig said is true.
In Glacier.
Something Steve has not done.
So we know absolutely what the context was. He was talking about the sun rising there, travelling across there, and setting there.
But he said it rises up, and then suddenly, as it's rising up, he suddenly says it sets. It can't rise and set at the same time, you freaking bellend.
That's exactly what he was talking about. It's obvious. So maybe there's somebody out there who's got a degree in English language.
Don't need somebody with a degree in English language, because just people who speak English, like me, like DP Debunks, like Craig, FTFE, like Mike at Drunk Debunk, like Mike MC Toon, all know how to speak English. We speak English all our lives. In fact, Steve, konnichiwa, genki desu ka? Dariwa desu ka? You speak that? I don't think you do.
A degree in English composition. Maybe they could do a study on what Jaren
Go on, translate that, Steve. You'll love it.
Said the sentencing and break it down and post it up, because that'd be great, because we could just once and for all You know, everyone knows that Jaren said sets and didn't say since. All the ballers know that he said sets.
Oh, just for reference, that was Japanese.
And they're just running for cover. But maybe somebody who's got a...
How about this, Steve? Como kakameriquita. Bandeole de puta. Translate that.
Professorial degree. Maybe somebody who's got a degree in English language and English composition and sentence structure will be able to do a professional study on it. If anybody can do that, just to once and for all get a professional on it to knock it all on the head.
So this is Steve trying to move the goalposts because he knows that nobody with a degree in English language is going to look at his stupid little flirty video. Now, what it is, though, is that somebody who's got a experience and training in audio and breaking down different audio files and stuff like that into the waveforms, DP debunks, has already done this and has proven him wrong, vastly wrong. Like, the court of law, Steve would be convicted without, a shadow of a doubt kind of proof. DP debunks has destroyed Steve, like, vastly. In fact, even the evidence that Craig and I have done, which is very similar, would debunk Steve and would be, if it was a criminal case, he'd be convicted just from our evidence alone.
It's just a ridiculous spat, Of course, Jaren said sets.
He didn't.
And he said sets once again, guys, because he was just leaving a little clue. Because
he wasn't. Steve's just he's chosen this to be his hill to die on, but he's just going to get absolutely decimated with this.
He knows that TFE is just a pile of SH1T. But in all seriousness, guys, what this highlights is the intellectual paucity of the Ball Earth camp. Because here's Craig fighting for his 1,000 peanuts, but what he's willfully refused.
1,000 pounds. It was 1,000 pounds. And just one more time, just to make that clear.
But you're claiming Ball Earthers that he says since. So now's your opportunity. Earn £1,000 dead easy.
£1,000 dead easy. We should try this one.
That the sun circuits the earth and there's no 24-hour sun in Antarctica. He's telling us that the whole TFE debacle is a crock of SH1T and a special message that he says since ice without leaving a clue that he was there under duress, that the earth is flat, that the sun circuits the earth and there's no 24-hour sun in Antarctica. He's telling us that the whole TFE debacle is a crock of SH1T.
No, he's not, because Jaren has fully admitted that the Gleason's map was falsified and that everything that was done in TFE was 100% legit and coherent, and that's why he's left flat Earth. And he's now actually a fairly decent flat Earth debunker.
And a special message to you, Craig, from FTFE. Here I am, walking to work. I walk about 10 miles every weekday, 5 miles to work and 5 miles back again.
Pump change, easy.
That's what keeps my heart rate at 45 beats per minute.
If you're 45 beats per minute and you're walking 5 miles, there's something wrong.
Okay, your heart rate should have dropped by about 10 to 15 beats.
Then I'll pay out the £1,000.
Yep, what? Hold on, what did you say again?
Run it through whatever software you want, slow it down, see if you can isolate Jaren saying since and not sets, and if you can do that successfully, if he says since, then I'll pay out the £1,000.
Hold on, what is that?
If he says since, then I'll pay out £1,000.
What? £1,000? Hold on, wait a minute. Check that out one more time.
Then I'll pay out £1,000.
What? Really? Let's check it out one more time. Pay attention, Steve. I know it's hard for your old brain to keep up, but...
Then I'll pay out £1,000.
Oh, right. Did you get that? Did you get that, Steve? One more time. I know you're old. It's hard to keep up.
And then I'll pay out £1,000.
Just in case you didn't hear it. Then I'll pay out the £1,000. Did you get that? One more time for the people in the back.
Then I'll pay out £1,000.
Right.
Confusing to do is look at the phraseology and the sentence structure that Jerren was using as he was discussing the sun. He was talking about the travel of the sun. It starts here, travels across that mountain there, and then it sets.
No. He didn't say that. Let's just go back again. Lied. Let's see. Let's go back to Steve's own video. Oh. What does he say again? Let's just go back to here. All right.
Jerren said the...
What does Jerren say again? Let's hold on. Let's just go back to what the video was. So let's go back, and not to his where he's manipulated it.
Entire TFE expedition. So let's just first listen to Jerren, and so that we get the proper context, because context is key, let's just listen to the...
Yes, let's hear the context, because context is key.
Whole clip, about a minute's worth of video.
My time lapse is done. You can see here that this is the solar tracking mount, and it has stayed perfect with the sun for the last 24.
Oh, look at that. So the solar tracking mount stayed perfectly with the sun for the last 24 hours. Wow. Let's start with the context. Is he's talking about the tracking mount that stayed with the sun for a full 24 hours.
So, yep. The sun will dip down right here. It doesn't
dip down right there.
Doesn't go behind that mountain.
It doesn't go behind the mountain.
Goes right above it. Comes over here. Gets back up high in the
goes back up high.
North. And then
north.
And since a lot of people were saying something about this.
And then since people are saying about
this isn't near Union Glacier. Union Glacier is just on the other side of that hill there.
And now
the last 24. So, yep. The sun will dip down right. My time lapse is done. You can see here that this is the solar tracking mount, and it has stayed perfect with the sun for the last 24. So, yep. The sun will dip down right here. It doesn't go behind that mountain. Goes right above it. Comes over here. Gets back up high in the north. And then sets. A lot of people were saying something about this isn't near Union Glacier. Union Glacier is just on the other side of that hill there.
And now,
oh, look at that, eh? So it didn't say it goes across and it sets. It goes, starts there, goes above the, goes down just above that mountain, goes down above that mountain, goes over, goes up as it goes to north, and it goes higher up in the sky, goes up as it goes to north. And then since people are saying they're not near Union Glacier, then he turns around 180 degrees back. So shows the mountain, turns 180 degrees, points how it goes from low, just above the mountain, turns around 180, goes up, high up there, north, because the mountain was south. And then he says, since people say that we're not near Union Glacier, then he points it over to where a hill was. It goes, Union Glacier's over there, just over the hill. See that mountain there? We're near that mountain the day before. That's the same mountain. That's what he says. That's the context.
Let's listen to it. Slow down to about...
Now listen to this, because this is when he manipulates it. If you don't need to see that, you can look at another video for that.
Really quickly, he said sets, and then people are saying since a lot of people. Since makes no sense at all.
Makes perfect sense. 100% sense. Makes loads of sense. 100% sense. What Steve's saying makes absolutely no fucking sense whatsoever. It's complete bullshit.
But you know, guys, the best
Flurf cope is just Steve's just taking that copium, sucking away on that bottle.
thing about this whole TFE escapade on the ice, if we take the helicopter view, we let the dust settle, we can see how, just as Joseph said to his brothers in Genesis 50, when he said, what you intended for harm, God has turned for his good, for the saving of many people. And that's so true of TFE, because the campaign that they mounted to try and show everybody that there's a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, it's failed so abjectly and so...
Didn't fail at all. It showed exactly what we wanted to. It's also showing the toxicity of the flat earth community. And that's why Jaron Campanello has left it. As many others have.
Miserably. And it's really brought out the good. I say it's brought out the fantastic in flat.
It hasn't. Have you seen the flat earth community? It's literally, they are tearing themselves apart. Don't believe me? Look at some of this. Go to Nathan Oakley's lives. Go to many other lives. Go to TikTok. Watch some of the lives there. The Flurfs are literally tearing themselves tearing each other's throats out and tearing themselves to shreds. This has caused everything but panic and pandemonium amongst the flat earth community. TFE has done exactly what we wanted, which is falsify the flat earth, and then has caused the Flurfs to start tearing each other apart.
Earth, because it's just made us guys just even stronger in our faith.
It hasn't. It's decimated the flat earth community. Like they're in ruins.
Faith, stronger in our understanding, not only of God's fantastic flat earth with a wonderful canopy over us, the firmament set high over us and above the firmament.
How high is the firmament, Steve? Give me a height. Give me a height in the middle. And give me a height. How high is it above Antarctica at the edges?
Firmament, God sat on his throne.
I know you'll never give me those heights because it doesn't exist. It's magic. It's made up flat earth fantasy.
Looking down on us. Not only is it done, has it cemented that in our...
Well, look, Steve, I'm going to tell you right now. If you think your God can only create a little dirt pizza with a salad bowl over top and he has to sit on top of it to try to keep it down, to try to keep the humans inside, your God's weak. Your God's weak. I believe in a God who can create a spherical Earth in a complete solar system with 7 other planets and one like tiny little planet sort of thing, Pluto. And then entire Milky Way galaxy full of billions of stars and billions upon billions of planets. And in a universe full of billions upon countless trillions and gazillions of galaxies, expanding further and further out. Let me ask you one thing. Which God do you think is omnipotent and can do everything? One that has to create a little dirt pizza with a salad bowl and has to sit on top of it in this little chair to try to keep it down so that the humans don't try to escape like pet rats? Or a God that can create a whole entire universe full of countless stars and planets and things for us to explore and to wander and the look and to expand out and to become better and more than what we already are. Tell you what, your God is pathetic. Flat Earth God is pathetic. Can't do anything. He's weak. Can't even stop humans from doing something like falsifying his own creation, like what the TFE did, or anything else we do. Guess what? My God,
Our hearts even stronger.
my God destroys your God.
It's just made us realise just how full of deceit this world is, and how people like Craig from Fight the Flat Earth and McToon and Dave McKeegan, Jaron, Whitsitt, Professor Dave, Simon Dan, all the people that are just aggressively barking at us. They're not really barking at us, they're barking at God. But we're all going to stand before him one day soon, and we're going to receive our just rewards from God. And
Steve, you're a liar. God doesn't like liars. You're a deceiver. God doesn't appreciate deceivers. You think you're a holy man? Check yourself. You're not.
those who have spurned him will receive their righteous judgment.
You will be judged.
And, you know, thank you, TFE, for that. Thank you, TFE, that good has come from your evil. Good has come from your lies. Good has come.
You're the ones lying, Steve. Listen to yourself. You're the ones lying.
Come from your deceit. So we just continue to observe, guys.
Only because I got this cold that I could do that. Maybe the voice go really low. It sounds cool, yeah.
Continue to upload our content, and let's all be
at least I think so
at peace about this, because we don't know how they did it. We don't know how they created a 24-hour sun in Antarctica.
So Steve thinks that TFE, so some pastor from some little backwaters church, can create a sun and deceive people and falsify his God's flat earth and make it look like a globe. He thinks a man and can do that. If that's the case, then really, honestly, who's more powerful? Let's think about it for a second, Steve. If men can like falsify and deceive using your God's creation and be able to manipulate and change it, then who's the God really? I mean, if Will Duffy himself can change and manipulate your God's creation, doesn't that make him God? Because he can change and manipulate it.
But God's not going to keep us in the dark. He will expose it in his good time.
He has exposed the flat earth lie. That's the whole point of the TFE.
We just need to keep our faith, keep our strength, keep our resolve, and not buckle under the absolute onslaught of vile accusations and anger coming from the Ball Earth community, because they're not angry at us, they're angry at God.
Don't care what your God. Your God's nothing. Men can manipulate and change his creation, but it's your God. Now, I believe in something much more powerful and much more bigger than that. I believe in something that can create a whole entire universe, not just a little tiny pizza plate. And like I ask you, what's more powerful? What God would you want to believe in? Do you want to believe in something that's so decrepit and vile and weak and easily manipulated that even a plain man can actually change and manipulate his creation at will to try to push a ideology? Or do you want to believe in something that can create a whole entire universe, can create a whole solar system, can create planets upon planets, maybe even species upon species? Who knows? We don't know what's out there. But we have the opportunity to go and find out. and to learn, to explore, and to become more than what we already are. Because I believe there's something out there that wants us to be more and to reach as far and wide as we can. I don't know if it, you want to call it a God, or call it the light, or call it source, call it whatever you want. Doesn't matter. They're all just names. No difference. I'll ask you another thing, Steve. Which God do you believe in? Because God's not a name, title. And guess what, Steve? 3,000 different gods that are believed on this planet. So which one do you believe in? And if you only believe in one, then you deny 2,999 other gods. So you are an atheist, and it's one. So anybody who is an atheist only believes in one less God than you do. But you deny 2,999 other gods. You, my friend, are an atheist. And I also ask you, what makes your God greater than anybody else's God? What makes you greater than the Hindu gods? What makes you greater than the Buddha? What makes you greater than Shintoism? It has a million gods, by the way. Why is your God better than theirs? Who told you your God is right? Man? Who says that man is right? Or is that man just pushing an ideology and a narrative, try to get you to join his church, pay money into him to help give them their living? Because guess what? A lot of people that run churches, they make money. Make a lot of money. If you don't believe me, look at the Catholic Church. Go to the Vatican. Look around. Look at the gold. Look at the buildings. Look at the treasures they have. And tell me, where did you get those from? Look at the Mormon Church. Look at all the land they own. Look at all the money they have. Look at the large temples they've built. It all costs money. Where'd that money come from? Come from the members. Come from people. Because guess what religion is? It's business. It's big business. It's rich business. It's good business. Look at all the evangelists that run around preaching and claiming to do miracles. Look at the large, massive houses they live in, lavish houses, cars, and private jets they fly in. Religion is good business. It's a profitable business. But it's full of lies and deceit. You are part of that.
This makes no sense at all. Anybody who denies this is simply clutching at straws and denying reality. So Craig, once again, buddy, send us your postal address, and if you want 1,000 peanuts, then boys and girls, what do you think, boys and girls? Did I say pounds or did I say peanuts?
You objectively said pounds, but you obviously are a deceiving, vile, conniving, dishonorable piece of shit. I'll call you that straight to your face. If you don't believe me, hit me up in the comments or hit me up in my email. We'll meet up. I'll tell you straight to your face. Don't give a crap. But you won't do that because you're scared. I know you'd be scared because you know I say it straight to your face and you wouldn't do anything about it. You'd do nothing. All you would do is shake and quiver as the scales fall off of your body, and then you would run away. But you won't show up anyways. You stay where you are, scared, and run. Go on. See, I'm going to issue you a challenge. I challenge you to come meet up with me. Let me say it to your face. I'll videotape it. Now, this is an empty challenge. I mean it. I'm more than happy to tell you that straight to your face. I also know you won't do anything about it. I had prove me wrong. I'd love to see that. No, you won't do that.
Play it back. It's obvious. I said peanuts. Peanuts. Peanuts.
I've destroyed you. I didn't just play my card. I have. I've destroyed you. I've played my card. I've set my card on fire, and then I've blown up the table with C4.
Yay! Yay! Peanuts. 1,000 peanuts. 1,000 peanuts.
You can keep seeing peanuts all you like, you freaking vile old man, but you know what? Doesn't mean it's right, because we've proven you wrong. You've been proven wrong so many times. Your head's still spinning. I'm gonna look up something here though. Hey there, Steve. AI overview. The Bible says lying and deception are sins that God hates. It instructs people to be honest and transparent in all aspects of life. Bible verses about lying and deception. Leviticus 19:11. You shall not steal, nor deal falsely, nor lie to one another. Exodus 20:16. One of the 10 commandments addresses bearing false witness, which means lying. Matthew 15:19, 19:18, Mark 10:19, and Luke 18:20. Jesus repeated the commandment, do not lie. Romans 13:9. Also, Paul emphasizes the command, do not lie. Proverbs 6:16 to 19. The Lord hates a lying tongue. Ooh, Steve. Psalms 119, 163. I hate and detest falsehood, but I love your law. Proverbs 12:22. Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in people who are trustworthy. But you are not, Steve. Colossians 3:9-10 instructs believers to reject deceit and embrace a lifestyle that mirrors the love and kindness of God. Steve, you're a liar. And let me just repeat something for you. One of the commandments is do not bear false witness. That's what you did. Liar. You broke one of the 10 commandments. God hates liars. As Proverbs 6:16-19, the Lord hates a lying tongue. That's you, Steve. You have a lying tongue. You've been proven and it's been exposed. So that's about the end here. I'm going to leave it at that. So I have once again disproved and debunked Steve from his Hey Dude channel. And this seems to be a very common thing that this old vile old reptilian seems to be wanting to do. I'm calling him reptilian because he looks like a reptile, and I'm pretty sure he's pretty got scales, and he looks pretty. But yeah, this is only a quick one. I only wanted to do just a really quick one here, just to address all this. But yeah, that's there you go. Yeah, this is a ongoing thing that seems to be going on, and this vile old freaking piece of shit is decided to try to deceive everybody and then claim he's not. Now, I don't give a crap the fact that if he wanted to say go and say all that stuff, is the fact that he launched a says that he was the honorable man, that he had that he was going to be a man of his word, and that he was going to pay this money out. Banking on the fact is that he one time paid Critical Think $500. So what Steve does, he doubled down and offered £1,000. So I knew I didn't think he was going to pay this. I honestly didn't. I've been saying it for ages. I did say it before, and people are saying, "Oh no, he paid. Don't give a shit." You know what? He wasn't going to pay £1,000. He probably doesn't have £1,000. Why do you think he walks over? Probably doesn't have a freaking car. Hey Steve, come to my house. I got 3. And one's a Land Rover, by the way. You'd probably be drilling all over that thing. You can come buy it if you want. It's for sale soon. Get a new one. But yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow me for more. Subscribe to my channel and watch my other videos. I'm gonna be putting this up here right away here. And yeah, if Craig at FTFE or Mike at Drunk Debunk or anybody wants to hit me up, and wants to have me on this channel, I'd be more than happy. I'm trying to grow this channel. It's like a little hobby I'm starting. I've done stuff on TikTok, but I'm doing stuff here. But yeah, I'll be made up to be on any kind of one of your channel. Try to grow this channel and try to get it out. So I'm on every Sunday and Wednesday regularly for live streams. But I'm sure with arrangements I could probably pop on another time. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to watch my other videos, and I will see you again. Thanks for watching, and we're gonna play my intros and outro. I had to develop one.
NASA lies, yeah, that's what I say. Don't have proof of facts in any way. I claim the moon's made of plasma, a place no one can go. The Apollo program's a scam, I can't back it up though. They talk about the ISS is floating in space. You ask me in a pool, I'd say is the case. Satellones in the sky held up by helium balloons. But bro, that's just a lie, cause that's what all bitches do. NASA lies is something I'll never prove. No facts, no evidence, debates I will lose. They say they've been to the moon, I say it's not the truth. I see truth in no way, I hate MC2 when he shows me proof. The firmament is real, a dome up above, but I'll never prove it, so lost that I'm dumb. I know the world is flat, trust your sense of sight. Saying gravity's just a theory is why I'm up at night. NASA is phony like a show or movie, fake lifestyle stage. Truman Show child's play, it's just but suck at this game. Because I'm just a dick with only my stupid self to blame. But I'm so fucking sure that the earth is flat.